So it says Amulet Titan Karn, debating the red or white splash. Thoughts on Rurik Thar? Very good when he's good, very medium when he's medium. I do like how he has reach, though, and vigilance. It's pretty nice. His having to attack each combat is what I really don't like about him. So I could see him in the Emrakul slot. Emrakul is just a oops, I win button against control. So I've been doing well with the white version. So I think I want to give a little spin with the red. I also debated Kozilek's Return over Fire Spout because you can grab it off Ancient Stirrings. It's a little bit easier to find that one of. So what? Hey Baldorf. So the difference is the deck lists are basically identical between my white. Wait, where'd I go? Oh, I needed to make a copy of it. Hold on. So here are the differences. So I take out 4 Gruul Turfs. I bring in 4 Selesnya Sanctuaries. And then I take out 2 Braids and a Fire Spout for 3 paths in the side. That is the only difference. So what... Oh, I guess Kabira Crossroads is in the white version, and the red version has Radiant Fountain. That's the difference. So it's a 5 cards main different, 3 cards side. I used to actually bring Uruk Thar in the white splash, but I think it's too greedy. I don't like that as much. I think I'd rather just keep them in. I wouldn't mind trying him in the red splash today. So, Baldorf, I hope I answered your question there. The difference is what you're gearing to beat. So the white version is gearing to beat things that Path is good against. So Death Shadow, Tarmogoyf, anything where you don't want to, anything with a big body, right? Where I'm bringing in a Braids instead of Dismember. I've just not been liking Dismember. I feel like every time I cast it, the life gain always matters. Hey, yeah. I am a Tarmogoyf. I've been really liking the white splash, although I feel like I don't need it as much. I think a Braid or Dismember can actually do. I just don't like Dismember that much as a card. I do like the one of mini board wipe between Fire Spout or Kozilek's Return. I keep going back and forth between which one's better. Obviously against humans, Fire Spout's better, but being able to find Kozilek's Return because it has the Void off of Ancient Stirrings is a real ability. So let's run Rurik Thar through this drop Emrakul. Let's run a league. Amulet Titan Karn red. Lost my play points on that last one. So what I love about Amulet Titan, I think what's really unique about it is there's so many different versions. I've written a little bit about it. I have another article I'm going to be posting a little bit soon. I'll add it to the Discord, the Amulet Titan Discord compendium. How different each list can be just by changing a couple cards. Like Grilled Cheese's list just had a few cards different than mine, but it did feel like a very different deck. I'll keep this. So I have Ramp, an Amulet, and I have a Titan. Okay. Chalice on 1. Alright. That makes my hand pretty bad. Okay, so I'm going to go Zeus the next turn into Karn the turn after. Opponent's stuck on 2 lands. The Chalice of the Void did do some serious damage to me. But it hasn't locked me out of the game yet. I was going to pick up the Cavern. I didn't think it mattered, but yeah. I definitely, I'm going to have that on Giant, yeah. So I'm going to go... Next turn I can go, I'm going to go, so play Tolaria West, play Growth Chamber, pick up the Cavern, right? The question, I guess, is do I want to play the second Tolaria West, or would I rather try to be able to pact for a Titan? No, you might be right, because if I said Giant here, because I had the second here. All right, these are dead. These are effectively dead cards. The question is, do I want the Tolaria West to be able to get a Titan, or do I want to try to win the game off of Karn? I think I just want to win the game off of Karn, because if I drop Karn, I can kill the Chalice, which Blast Zone still kills my stuff, but at least I get 1 use out of it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to try to lean heavily on Karn, which means I'm going to do this. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 5 mana next turn. If I pick up the Cavern, I have 6. So I think I want to pick up the Cavern so I can Titan next turn if I draw a Titan. If I don't draw a Titan, I'm Karning. It's fine. They can't even crack Blast Zone. I assume they'll draw another land. They have a Simian Spirit Guide. Blood Moon would hurt, but luckily we have Karn. I don't care about Ensnaring Bridge. Okay. Giant. The real question here is, do I Karn or do I Primetime? I was thinking Karn plus kill the Chalice, and then next turn I can Karn Lattice. But if I Primetime, right, my other line is I Primetime, I'll get a Forest and a Bounce land, bounce the Tolaria West, have a Tolaria West in my hand. That way I have 2 forests, so future Primetimes are live draws. But I think Karn is the best possible thing I can do here. No, let me tap my mana correctly. Oh, I forgot to kill it. Okay, I missed sequence there. Forgot to kill it first. And I'll force them to spend their turn killing Amulet. That way if I Titan next turn, I can do pretty well. Nope, yeah. Another bridge, don't care about it. So they're latticed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll just pass. They do have 2 Simian Spirit Guides left in their deck, so they could go Simian Spirit Guide, a Braid. That is still an out they have. Yeah. So I want a Braid here. I'm intrigued by maybe Negate. I absolutely want Karn. Rurik Thar is a threat that I think I want. Castable under Blood Moon. Rexage I definitely want. Pact of Negation's a no. Jukabog's interesting because it buys back things with Karn. I don't like County Garden as much. Yeah, I don't want the Negates. Don't want the Rurik Thar. Well, it does make it interesting if we're both locked under a bridge. They eventually have to cast spells. Cut the bog. I think I'd like to cut a pact here. Cut a scout. So opponent's going to chalice early, right? This is a terrible hand. This hand folds pretty hard to Blood Moon, except I have Karn. I think I want to mulligan this. It's a very slow hand. My opponent's deck is super slow. This hand is turn 1 Cavern, turn 2 Gruul Turf, turn 3 Azusa. I think that is probably better. I need lands. Don't want that land, though. Better. And Coalition Relic makes this hand a lot better against Blood Moon or anything like that, so that's pretty sweet. Chalice on 1 doesn't do anything to this hand. Chalice on 0 is probably better against me. If they curve into Blood Moon, I'm going to be pretty slow here. Okay. So next turn, Coalition Relic. I'm going to turn 4 Relic and just be able to cast Titan off of Relic. Unless they have a Braid for my Relic, I think I'm fine. Liquid Metal Coating, that's interesting. Karn is absolutely great grilled cheese. Absolutely great. So now they have to deal with a prime time. Next turn I get to Wreck Sage and kick some butt. This liquid metal coating means they probably run Karn. I can't picture a reason to run it main though, unless they want to go like turn 3 liquid metal, turn 4 Karn, and start blowing stuff up. What I really need to do is kill that Chandra before they get that emblem. Okay, they're going to Braid Prime Time. That's what the liquid metal foot was for. It's neat. Don't know why they didn't braid the Coalition Relic if they had it then. Okay, so I'm going to... You have double Blood Moon, So Rec Sage doesn't do much. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I think I'd rather kill this liquid metal coating. I don't know. I can still abrade it if they try casting. Yep. Yeah, Relic is doing a lot of work for me here. Although if they Karn, then my Relic doesn't do much. Okay, Anger. So they're just killing my Prime here. Rough spot. All right. Karn, my best possible draw. I think Karn would win right there. They would need to draw Simian Spirit Guide and other spells to keep casting anything. I think Karn just wins in the spot. What I want to do is I want to actually not use Coalition Relic, put a charge counter on it, in the hopes of drawing an Engineered Explosives or a Teleria West, which I think can pull me out of this hole. EE on 3 ends my opponent. Because then I unlock, the Blood Moon's unlocked, and I can kind of go off from there. Yeah, that's rough. Oh, I F6. Didn't matter with that draw. Ballista's good. T-West is probably better. T-West to get a Titan. I can Ballista now. The Ballista just causes them to have to react. One thing is I can only do it for 3. Yeah. Okay. They're going to kill my Ballista. My Ballista will kill their Spirit Guide. Yep. They have to get something they can cast this turn so that Karn doesn't immediately die. Ballista actually would be a decent pickup too, because Ballista can probably just straight up kill me. I did put them on a good clock. Just don't know if it was enough. Maybe it was. Oh, all right. So you grab a bridge. Which is probably all they need here. So, cast the bridge. They played a land. What's my only out? My only out is Karn. Stirrings into Karn and Karn. I'm not Karn. I guess I'm not dead yet. Okay. This Karn would straight up... I think Lattice would buy me enough time before they get some Simian Spirit Guides together to just straight up kill me. They drew a land. Karn. There we go. Lattice. Still can be dead. Two, looks like. Well, one's in the graveyard, so they still have three. The good news is, though, they can't play spells anymore. They can just play lands for the rest of the game, so I can eventually start attacking. I was going to swing for 3 right there, but we win the match. Oh. Hey, Gialdino, welcome aboard the Doom Train. Glad to have you. Our next stop is Absolute Evil. Yes, that would be lethal. They conceded, though. I don't know if they saw that line. They had 3 Simian Spirit Guides left in their deck. They didn't have that much time, though, because I was going to keep attacking with actual cards. I had 3. I think I was thinking for 3 power each turn. So go back and check it out. Yep. Yeah, because Lattice Lock makes it so they actually have a bunch of cards kept in their hand. I'll keep this. It's a turn 3 Karn, which, as we've learned, is very good. Karn is Jace the Mind Sculptor, so when you can turn 3 him, it's pretty good. Don't know what we're up against, but I'll lead off with my Scout. Not a Bolt. Scoured a Bolt away, though. This is most likely Izzet Phoenix, although I did play against Creatureless Storm earlier today. Yeah, every spell they draw is a card they can't cast and makes their hand bigger. So I think I just play Karn right now, right? They paid life and tapped red. So I can't play Karn right now. Still have Karn next turn. What I like about Karn is he gets you out of spots that you normally couldn't have gotten out of. Like, I mean, there's no other way we could have won that from that spot without Karn. If our opponent had gut shot, why didn't they kill? Why were they sandbagging the gut shot? Why didn't they just kill the guy right away? All right, we're getting swung at for 6 here. Not fall down to 11. Karn's not going to do much. It's a little late for Karn. He's a turn late. I can't cast Prime this turn, or can I? So I packed for Azusa, then packed for Karn, for Titan. Titan can swing for 8, and then I'm responsible for having 8, paying 8 mana on my upkeep for not dying. That's not a good line. It sounds like death. Two bolts in the bin, so odds are our opponent's not going to have too many more bolts for a bit. I think I Karn this turn and Titan next turn, because I could Pact for Azusa, like I said, float 6, Pact for Prime, and then do something, but I'm not going to be able to pay 8 mana on my upkeep. I'm hoping that the mere threat of having Karn in play is going to change how my opponent plays. Instead of racing me, they might spend resources to kill Karn. They have a Faithless Looting in the bin, which they have 2 lootings in the bin. That would be enough to crypt. I could grab a Worm Coil here. I think Worm Coil might be a bit too slow, though. Let's grab the Crypt. Okay, next turn I'm tightening. Yep. They had to kill Karn out of disrespect for what he does. If they had double bolt, I'd be dead. So I think I get to attack here. Okay, so I'm going to gain 2 life. What else do I want to do? I think I want to gain 2 life, get a bounce land, and then play maybe Coalition Relic. What else could I do here? Going Radiant Fountain. Already played my land for turn. So what I could do is I could Pact for Azusa, play Azusa, and then I can play, I have 2 more lands. I could play a Gruul Turf, bounce the Radiant Fountain, replay the Radiant Fountain, go up to 12, which would save me from pretty much everything my opponent could throw at me. Then I'd be responsible for 8 mana, and I would have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, so I would die, so I can't do that. But what I can do is Coalition Relic, so I can set myself up for the future. Okay. Chat got really quiet. Everyone's still alive? Okay, so I probably should have Bajuka Bogged. I didn't realize that they were running Finale of Promise. That's interesting. They did spend 3 mana to dig 2 deep. Hey, Carador EDH, I like it. That's the Abzan guy, right? Okay, so we gotta pay the Pact. We should just win here. Grab Prime. Cast Prime. Oh, Slayer's in my hand. Oh, well, I just punted there. Let's see. What can I do instead then? Currently play EDH more than any other format. You have 10 total EDH decks. That is a lot of EDH decks. I got fancy and got too cute and put myself in a bad spot here. Yeah, I should have done that. But either way, they have to block here. I think I thought too much on my lines. 6. I mean, I was fine either way. It was just, I got way too cute. I made that way harder on myself than I had to, than I should have. Okay, so what I want here, a Braid's actually really bad here. But I do like the Rurik Thar. Karn is good against Blood Moon, but Karn's not great against the rest of their deck. I want Rurik Thar, I want that. What else do I want here? Ghost Quarter is a little iffy. Pact of Negation is not any good. I think I'll cut a Scout. So I think I'm looking at this right here. Let's yep. Is the green flying? Yeah. It's better than Ballista. I think I like this here. Karn still grab me. Worm Coil can still grab me. Ballista if I needed it, and still have an EE in there. Sand's really slow in Amulet. It does have Bajuka Bog. So I'm going to go turn 1 County Garden, turn 2 Scout Bajuka Bog. Weak against Blood Moon, weak against Thing in the Ice, but Bajuka Bog is pretty nice. Yeah. Yep. Good call. Good call. Turn 2 Scout. Turn 3 maybe Azusa. Yeah, I'm going to mull this. I like this better. And I need lands, but I have the Stirring, so I'll keep the Pact on top. Yeah. That's what I was gonna do. I assume that hand was just too slow though. It didn't do enough. Like it had a nice. I think we figured out the line we wanted to take if we kept that hand, but I just don't think that was a hand we wanted to keep. I don't think it did enough. I think it was too slow. I need lands, but I also Karn is also nice. I think I'm more interested in the Gruul Turf than I am the Karn here. So I can go turn 3 Azusa. Maybe they can drop a Rurik Thar turn 4. Yeah, it was a situation where we don't have to mulligan, but we get to mulligan. Sweet. Just do that. This game is all about Blood Moon out of our opponent. Blood Moon and Pyromancer Ascension. There's the Blood Moon. Okay, so Rurik Thar is pretty good here. Let's go Azusa. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So Stirrings, my Gemstone Mine is absolutely useless now if I draw a Rexage, which I could Pact for, but I don't really want to Pact for unless I get in the forest. My line here is to hopefully top deck a land so I can cast Rurik Thar and win the game just with him. If they just have a bunch of cantrips, I think Rurik Thar. They're hoping for Blood Moon to slow me down and cantrip into an answer. I think Rurik Thar will win that interaction. So alternatively, I could Titan here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But Titan doesn't do much under a Blood Moon, so I think I just want to cast good old Rurik Thar. Go Titan. Okay, what would you grab with Titan then? I think Rurik Thar, they can double block them here, but then that puts them back and they have to go back. Yep, if they hold back and block. I think they forgot that he's got reach. And if they bolt him, I'm actually not that worried about it. They should have double attacked if that was their line. Okay. Okay. I'm in an okay spot still. Wonder if Blood Moon's holding them back at all. Most of their cantrips are blue. Okay, so they're getting the Phoenix back. Sure. Pay my pact. I'm dead to a bolt. Dead to that too. Okay. Fire Spout would have been a good draw there if I had drawn that card. I will absolutely play first. This hand is slow, but it has a basic forest. It's pretty safe from Blood Moon. I don't think this hand is good enough. It needs two things. It needs a bounce land and it needs a Titan. I'm going to mulligan a hand that needs two things. Keep this one. Top that. Hey, to Sergio, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard the Doom train. Spell Pierce? Sure. Hey, Sawyer. It's not a stream without Sawyer singing a song. The dream is pierced. I was like, oh man, I have double amulet. I think I just win here. I lead off with the amulet. Spell Pierce again. No thanks. Okay, hand's been busted a little bit here. Busted up by a lot of cantrips from our opponent. Sure. I'm not casting Azusa off of a pact here because I'll just die to a Blood Moon. I don't want that to happen. Next turn I can cast Karn. If they Blood Moon, I'm in a bad spot, but I won't be dead. They haven't put any pressure on me yet. Okay. Karn's definitely going to grab Tormod's Crypt if he resolves. Nothing to blow up yet, but this should save me from their most explosive draws here. And if I draw a untapped land, I can either try a Chalice or cast a Prime. Still another green land, so hopefully that untapped land is a forest. Sure. The dream has been pierced. So they discard a Spire Bluff and a Manamorphose. Bolting Karn. Sure, he did his job. And we top deck the Forest. They have another Spell Pierce. So here I'm going to get a Forest and a Simic Growth Chamber, bounce the Teleria West. This way I don't die to Blood Moon. I couldn't attack that turn anyway, so I feel like I just want to set myself up to not die for as long as possible. This matchup's all about picking your spot. Okay, that's fine. That's a good pickup. So I can Teleria West, get an Engineered Explosives, drop that on 2, and be ready against Thing in the Ice. I can Fire Spout right now, kill their Phoenix, and then really kill it. Let's see, they're at 16. I can't double strike them this turn. I could Teleria West, get Slayer's Stronghold, swing for 8, force them to respect that they're dead in 2 turns. I think they're dead in 2 attacks anyway. I don't think the math really changes it all there. I'm just going to start with an attack. Now I want to get Radiant Fountain and Bajuka Bog, the other, or Sunhome. I think I want to get Radiant Fountain, Sunhome, and use Tormod's Crypt to hold that down. Okay. Nothing in the opponent's graveyard I really care about. So this game started with our opponent interacting with us heavily in the beginning, and because they interacted with us heavily in the beginning so much, they can't race us. I don't care about Blood Moon. Blood Moon stops my Sunhome. Okay. Sure. I think I just drop Rurik Thar here. I don't see a way they can win through Rurik Thar. Damn. Okay. The dream is still alive. My puppy is awake, and I'm going to take a break for now. Thank you very much for sticking with me. Hopefully Fran is, hopefully Paulus, hopefully Francisco is, I'm going to call him like 5 different things in the next 6 seconds. Hopefully he starts up streaming soon so you guys can have a nice crossover. Let me check to see if he's on right now. Okay, so he's not on right now, but Caleb sure is on. Oh, Davius is on too. Davius is Davius Minimus. Yeah, let's raid him. Hey, thank you. Let's raid Davius. Let's see if I did this right. So get ready. Making sure it works. It's a pretty big delay right now. Not working? Why didn't that work? Slash raid, then the name. All right, ready? About to raid Davius here. I'll see you, grilled cheese. It's coming up with errors every time I'm trying. There we go.
Faction this was ace there. Yeah. What's this Saint Doom thing? What's that mean? Is raiding with a party of 13? What does that even mean? Does anyone know what that means? Let's click the right button. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so I played. It means I crashed a party. Okay.